Hey everyone, and welcome into today's Sunday video recap of the week. Wow, we've had an exciting week in the stock market. If I get my screen up for you in a second, I did put out two buy ratings, one for Virgin Galactic SPCE stock and also TTCF Tattooed Chef. You guys know our two channel favorites, and we had a stellar week. Both of the stocks jumped up over 30% in the last few days of trading. Virgin Galactic went from $18 a share, guys, and it jumped all the way up to $35 after we had initial coverage from a new analyst that upgraded the price target for Virgin Galactic to $35. Now let's bring up the screen really quickly and some charts so we can review what is happening on some of our favorite plays, and we know what to look out for as the week progresses moving into next week. So this is the two buy signals, guys, that I did put out on the 13th of April, saying that TTCF was a buy under 20 and also SPCE was a buy, especially under $20. And I gave out some price targets for the end of the year. We then had an analyst come out and they had new coverage. This was from Kent Herbert, and they said they launched a new coverage that on Wednesday they put a buy rating of $35 per share for Virgin Galactic. And then we had a second analyst that did come out and step up and say that they are upping their price target to $27, and that was very, very exciting. We actually hit $35 immediately within the last 48 hours of trading, which was incredible that they had such a gigantic push. We did hit down below $15 literally the same week, guys. So to see a gigantic push of over 100% in a share price, again, is not normal. So this instigated 100% move did in fact allocate me to shift my entire position. I sold my entire stake in Virgin Galactic. I did in fact then update our Patreons. So if you are someone that would like to buy and sell alert signals that I do pop out, then be sure to join the link at the private description below, which will take you to our Discord. So I'm very excited to let you guys know that that was a 100% gain for me, again, in the shares, and this was one of my top 5 holdings. I am now looking to get back in at a much cheaper prices once valuations do cool off and we have another cool down in that share price. I do think that we will come back down to levels of $28 to $25, and once this does happen, guys, and we do start to close this gap around the $23 mark, that is when I'm going to look to buy back into those shares of Virgin Galactic. You can see that we have done this many times before. We've had these massive swings and these stocks have come flying back down, especially if we have had any delays from any of their test flights. Now obviously we have had a lot of good news recently, so again it's just waiting for that cool off to happen. But guys, if you are new here, then welcome inside. My name is Jason. Make sure to go down there if you find value at any point and smash that like button for me, and also consider hitting that big red subscribe button. It is free and you will never miss an episode here, and we like to cover a lot of different stocks, especially in the growth and innovation plays, because a lot of the stocks that we talk about on this channel we are holding for a long time. Now guys, the TTCF stock for Tattooed Chef, you can see, also had an incredible week. We did push up to those highs of about $23.50, and again this was instigated from those lows of about $14 in the same week. So we had a gigantic push up, so congratulations to anyone there that did catch us, because I have been covering both of these stocks on my channel since the very start of this year. Now TTCF again is actually in my top 5 holdings as well, and again I haven't moved too much of that money because Virgin Galactic did in fact capitalize over 100%. I did clear my entire position. I will wait for that call off, like I said, but TTCF, I am slowly building out this position, so again it's going to take a lot of time in order to build that position, and I'm holding this one for the long term. With this stock, I don't think it's going to be as volatile as SPCE, and once this stock does start to take off, it will not come back down to these low price ranges, which is why I have been spending some time buying into these positions. Now if we do see a sudden uproar into $27 or $30, that is when I will be looking to take profits on this play and again get back in at those cheaper valuations once again prices do cool off. Now guys, it's worth noting as well that the Nasdaq is sitting at all-time highs on the close on Friday, and of course the S&P 500 was almost at all-time highs there as well. Now I do think that moving forward we probably will have another good week, just due to the fact that the stimulus checks are coming out. But on top of this, we do have to then be careful in case we have any news about inflation. That is going to be the fear moving towards the end of this year, which is going to see prices cool off in the stock market. A sudden drop or corrections can happen if we do have any surges or spikes in inflation, which is why dollar cost averaging in is going to be the best form moving forward for a lot of our stocks. Now, one stock you can buy to in fact hedge against inflation, or two stocks that I like to do. One of them is BIP. You guys know I talk about Brookfield Infrastructure. This is a dividend paying stock that we are trying to get in under $52 per share, especially if we ever saw a correction and we can get this below $50, because they can raise prices with inflation, which means that this stock is going to benefit moving forward. And we have that infrastructure bill, which is worth trillions of dollars from Biden himself, and that is going to benefit this stock. Disney is an open play, guys. Walt Disney Company I used to work for. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you will hear me talk about this stock quite often, and we have a very strong support now around that $165 price range. So if we do come back down below that range, then this is going to be a very strong buy, guys, for the long term. We have price predictions on Disney for $230 by the end of the year. Moving forward, and especially into the next 12 months, we could even see a price target of $255 to $265. That is the very high end price range here. But moving forward, we have had these stimuluses coming out, and once the economy does start to reopen and America starts to reopen the parks, we then also have the cruise ships that are going to open for Disney, and now they have their streaming service. We are going to see an increase of revenues in Q3 and Q4. We are not going to see much of an influence into Q2, which will come out later this year, but moving into Q3 and Q4, we can now build our positions, and then we can start to capitalize, because this will allow us, guys, to have about a 35 to 40% upside from the current share price. Now that is very, very nice if we are to catch a 30 to 35% upside, because to me this doubles the S&P 500 estimate from this year, which is about 15%. So these are two stocks that you can watch, which will help you hedge against those inflation fears and also balance your portfolio into those other diverse sectors. The tourism sector there as well for Walt Disney. Now moving forward, some of the stocks that I am watching moving into the next week is Facebook and Alibaba. Now I have spoken about these stocks many times before on my channel, and I'm very interested in Facebook at these levels because I have a CFD platform. You guys know that I have spoken about this many times as well. Now a CFD platform allows you to trade with leverage, and again, you can in fact day trade. There will be a small fee at the end of the day that will in fact be taken into consideration on your account. But when prices are at all-time highs and you have a technical analysis that show you that we have a double top and prices are overbought on the RSI, we can in fact have a day trade where we can sell Facebook. We can capitalize very quickly with a high lot size, moving down just to around $320 range. We can take our profits and you can make hundreds of pounds. So this is something that I am now starting to do in my own time, and I'm going to be putting a brand new channel in my Patreon for the CFD platform trades. They are a little riskier, but again, I like to move my stop limits to entry as soon as we start to come into profit. That way I have no risk at all, and I always make sure to put a stop loss on any of these plays so I never lose any money that I'm not happy to lose. Now this last 2 weeks I have been trading Facebook, and again I have been buying in on these support layers and I have been selling at these all-time highs, and every time, guys, I have managed to clear myself into profit, put my stop to break even, and then I have managed to close the trade at the exact target that I have been looking for. So this is some new news that I'm going to be doing on the channel, and again, like I said, on the Patreon, for anyone that does like that shorter daytime and also swing term trading, because it's going to allow you to capitalize on a second source of revenue. And Facebook is a fantastic company because they have, you know, very good earnings. They are always moving, and this stock is very volatile. It has very consistent lines of resistance and also support. As you can see, moving over the last 12 months, we can see many times Facebook did in fact test the very same ranges. So once we do have that move, that price move into, you know, the green, we can in fact put our stops to break even, like I said, and then you can capitalize on your target moving forward without any risk whatsoever. And again, Baba is another stock, like I said, that I am currently watching. My face is going quite dark there on camera for you. So you can see that if I zoom out technically, that Alibaba has found a very strong support area around this $213 range. Now it's worth having your eggs into multiple baskets, and Alibaba is going to allow you to put money into that diverse sector of the Chinese economy. So it's an emerging market, guys, moving forward, and I really do believe in the growth, the future projections of this company. We have seen a big sell-off from that 52-week high of about $320, and again, Alibaba are continuing to grow their revenue every single quarter. Now, I do think that this price is very, very attractive as a valuation metric, and again, we were at these prices last year around the March time, so over a year ago, guys, we were at the same price, but Alibaba has grown their revenue since then, and they are going to continue to do that moving forward. So I'm very happy to buy shares of Alibaba at $213, and I think that moving forward, this is going to be a nice stock inside that portfolio for the long term if you are to buy and hold this one for the next few years. So guys, these are some of the stocks that I am watching moving forward for this week. We are watching Facebook for CFD trades, we are watching Disney as a recovery play, and also Brookfield Infrastructure, which is BIP, and also we have Baba because of the valuation, that sell-off from that all-time high. But moving forward, this is an emerging market in China, and I do think that this is going to be a very long-term wealth builder. And like I said, the beginning of this, we did take some profits on 2 of our heavy growth stocks moving forward. So I am now looking forward to get back into one of them once we have some cooling off. So a very good week overall in the stock market. And we do have that stimulus coming out, but we do have to watch against that inflation hedge. So I will be doing regular updates again if I do see any surges to the bond yield, or in fact, if I have any news on inflation moving forward and where we can expect the short-term price for tech and growth stocks to go. But nothing has changed fundamentally on a lot of these stocks. So again, just take into consideration once you have that low risk and the stock does sell off, to buy in that dip, hold for the long term, and you will be rewarded, just as we have seen with TTCF and of course SPCE. So guys, that wraps up this video. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope that you have a fantastic week over the next 7 days. It is very sunny today out here in Cornwall, and I really do appreciate you if you made it this far in the video. Make sure to go down there, smash that like button like I say, and also hit that big red subscribe button, and welcome to this family of investors. If you are someone that would like to learn how to grow on YouTube in 2021 and beyond, I do have a second channel which is on my main page, so be sure to check that out and give that one a click and follow for me. It really does help out that channel, and I will be giving you daily insights into the life of a YouTuber and how you can start a channel and grow it to a scalable business over the course of several years. So make sure to check that one out if you haven't already. And if you would like to join the Pro Patreon, like I said, I will leave a link below in the description. Have a fantastic week, guys, and I look forward to seeing you back on my channel soon for some more content on investing. Ciao.